Hi, everyone. Welcome to Amazing TV. And today I'm going to be talking with Violet McGraw. Hi, Violet. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks so much for being here.
Of course,
Um,
thank you.
yeah, so let's just start off. Talk with me about Megan 2.0. I'm so excited for that. Any premiere jitters?
Honestly, no. This was probably the most excited I've ever been for a premiere. I was just so excited to have other people see what we've been working on for like the past year, and I was just so excited to reunite with everybody. And I love getting like all glammed up, especially in like a nice, pretty dress, which is what I wore yesterday to the premiere, or a skirt, which was awesome. And it literally comes out tomorrow. Like that is just crazy to think about for me. And I just can't wait to see everyone's reactions. And Megan 2.0 is just so much bigger and it's funnier, scarier. It's gonna be insane.
I am so excited. I remember seeing the first Megan in theaters when it came out, and it was such a fun time, especially obviously during her iconic dance. So I have to ask, can we expect another iconic moment like that in Megan 2? Because I'm looking for like a 5-minute dance sequence. I want to see it on the big screen.
Yeah, you know what? In the trailer, you can see a little glimpse of it, but there's another little dance scene. I wouldn't say little, it's actually quite a big dance scene. So there's that. There's that's like the main one, I would say, but I think there's gonna be a few others, but I guess you'll see very soon.
We have to stay tuned. We have to see it for its release tomorrow. I'm so excited. Um, like you said, this is now your second film with the cast of Megan. How does it feel returning to that cast with a little bit more experience of acting under your belt now?
It definitely makes it calms the nerves a little bit because when I was reading the script, I saw that Katie does Aikido and I have to do a lot of stunts and I was a little bit nervous, but then when I got to New Zealand and then being with the amazing cast and crew and stunt team, it just totally calmed my nerves down. And the first time I didn't know anybody. I've never been in New Zealand before, but then returning is like it was like reuniting with a long lost family of mine. So I wasn't nervous at all to like when I first got there, and everyone is just so lovely. And Allison Williams and Amy Donald and all my co-stars really, and some new cast members as well, which is awesome. But New
Yeah.
Zealand is just lovely itself.
That's awesome. That's so great to hear. What was one of your favorite memories of this film, Megan 2? And also, did you take any souvenirs from set or what's the tea with that?
Okay, so there was this one scene with Jermaine. It's like kind of in the first scene of like one of the first scenes in the movie or in the beginning, and we were just rehearsing, and Jermaine is so funny, and everyone in that scene just added something that made it so funny, and we were just dying laughing in rehearsals, trying not to die of laughter in takes, and in the movie it is also a very funny scene, and also. The new Megan dance, I got to see it in person because the first one, I just got to see it on a monitor because I wasn't there for that day. But I
Oh,
got to see it in person and there was a whole crowd and it was awesome. There was a lot of really good vibes that day. And I can't remember if I took anything from set. I'm trying to remember. Oh, you know what? They did give me something. I'm going to show you actually really
oh my
quickly.
God, I'm so excited.
It's literally right here. And it's in the movie, just a bigger version of it.
Oh my God.
She, they did give me that on my last day,
I
and
love
it's
that.
a little scary. I don't know how I feel about it, but it's like super cool at the same time, so it's
Where are
okay.
you gonna hang it? Like above your bed, like so it's looking out?
Honestly, we haven't really decided. It's probably gonna go somewhere downstairs. I don't know if I want that in my room. I mean, maybe, not
A
sure.
little bit unsettling, but like that is so fun. That is
I
such a
know.
great
It's so
memory.
funny. I'm so happy that they gave that to me. It's hilarious.
I love that. And so now moving a little bit on from Megan 2.0, you were also part of Marvel's Thunderbolts this year, which is a huge comeback and awesome moment for the fans. How was that whole experience for you?
I was just really grateful and excited to be back because not everyone gets to return as the younger version of a Marvel character. So I was just so happy. And the director, Jake, was just so lovely. And getting to return and get to act in the same scene as Florence Pugh was just amazing. She's so lovely. And there's obviously always something so special about being a part of a Marvel film and just being on that set and realizing, like, oh, I'm literally I'm in a Marvel film. That's cool. I guess that's really cool, and I could not wait to see and like return as young Yelena again. It was awesome, and the premiere was so much fun. And there's nothing like a Marvel premiere. Come on.
Right, I know. That must have been so exciting. And you were, how was it during Black Widow, like the first time? Because you were much younger.
I was a lot younger. I mean, the first time I was a little nervous because I was gonna meet Scarlett Johansson, and I was a little scared because I love her so much as a person, and she was so sweet. Like she was literally like the most nicest person I've ever met. And I also met Florence for the first time, which was awesome. And it was my first time being in a Marvel film, so it was really sweet and awesome to get a part of it. I remember I was literally crying when I heard that I booked that, and I was in the car, and I just was told that I booked Black when I was like, okay, this is great, and I just started crying, and that feels like such a long time ago. Which I mean, it was, and I was just so young, and I was a little blondie too. Like I wasn't
So
even brunette.
true. Yeah, oh my God. Yeah, prior to auditioning for the role, were you a huge Marvel fan?
Of course, I've always been a huge, huge Marvel fan. Me and my whole family actually, and we always went to see like the new Marvel films in person and in theaters, which was always amazing. And yeah.
I love that. That's so awesome. Um, Now, obviously, not every 14-year-old is going to be in Hollywood and get to star alongside such huge actors, like you said, Florence Pugh, and also Allison Williams now and Megan, who is awesome. Was there a moment throughout all of this where you thought, like the first moment where you were like, oh, this is going to change my life?
You know, I never know what to expect on a movie. I never really think of it like, oh, that's gonna go viral or oh, people are gonna love this. You just really have to give it your all and to hope that the audience is gonna react that the way you want them to. But to be honest, when I first saw the Megan dance on the monitors, or not on the monitors, I saw it and I was like, first on the monitors, and I was like, yeah, this is like really creepy and weird. Like I really like this. And then I saw it again at the rap party, and I was like, I think people are actually gonna like this dance. And I mean, I wasn't expecting it to blow up like that, but then when it did, it was just amazing. But you can never predict what's gonna happen on a movie set.
Exactly. Yeah, that was my next question. Like, did you ever even anticipate how huge it was going to be? I mean, like, did people like, I know like you weren't necessarily part of the dance in the first movie. Did people like still like go up to you and like ask you like, "Oh my God, like the dance, you have to do
They
it."
do at Comic Cons, they all dress up as Megan and they like asked me to do like a TikTok with them and they're like, "Can we do the dance?" I was like, "Of course, but just know like I'm not the OG dancer, so I'm gonna try my best though," which is awesome. And I think that dance is so iconic and I'm just so grateful that I got to be a part of that, like such a unique kind of thing. It feels so amazing. And especially at Comic Cons, it's like my favorite thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So, let's talk a little bit more about life away from in front of the camera. I saw that you have producer credits for The Curse of the Netflix. What is it like being part of that process so young, or what's it like, producing a film? And if you have any more, would love to know.
Yeah, so it's really, really fun. And me, my sister, and my mom produced that film. We also just produced another film a couple months ago called High Stakes Holiday, which was also
Awesome.
super fun. But I think it's really good to be a part of this stuff kind of like that at a younger age, so you know what is going to happen if you want to become a producer when you're older. And we had so much respect for the producers already, but now being behind it all, like the meetings being like 3 to 6 hours long and being a part of it all is like, it's so fun, but it's so much work, but you just got to do it to get those credits, which is awesome. And I really want to continue to produce in the future. So does my sister, of course. And honestly, direct would be super fun. Like, I look forward to that.
That's awesome. Yeah, I was gonna ask you, do you think you'd want more involvement behind the scenes, behind the camera, producing, directing? I could totally see you directing a movie one day. Yeah, is
Thank
that
you. No,
that's
I would love to be a part of that stuff. I used to honestly want to be like a stunt person because I'm like, oh, that's super cool. They get to do flips and like fall on mats. But like after seeing what they actually go through, I'm good. I mean,
hard work?
maybe,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, that's awesome. So, do you kind of, I guess I read somewhere that you really want to do like more like action movies. Like, is that like ultimately like a goal in the near future? What is that looking like?
I really do. After watching like a bunch of Marvel films, I was like, It would just be really cool to be like a part of like an action kind of genre. And also like I love the horror genre so much, but I really want to explore other genres as well. Like I think a comedy would be really fun because I'm super sarcastic in real life. So I and like my dark humor is just yeah, it's
I
great.
love
And
that.
I just think it'd be fun to like show that side of me. Also like a good drama would be really fun, but also like an action film I think is just so cool because it would involve a lot of stunts and effects, which is always super fun.
Absolutely. And so obviously you were in The Haunting of Hill House on Netflix. I kind of wanted to ask you, is there like, do you have a favorite? Do you prefer like movies or TV shows, or like how is that process different for you?
Um, when I was filming The Haunting of Hill House, I was like 6 years old, and I turned seven because we it was an 8 month shoot. I mean, obviously, I got to go back and forth, but honestly, what a great question. I mean, I'm such a big fan of like the Lord of the Rings franchise. Those are like those movies mean so much to me. I've never cried harder and had more emotions on my face. And when I'm on set, surprisingly, I'm usually watching like new films because I like to explore while I'm filming because I don't want to like rewatch the same thing every time, which is usually what happens. And also like if I'm in New Zealand, Netflix gives me like a bunch of movies that were either filmed in New Zealand or like the location was in New Zealand or whatever. So I really like to explore movies when I'm on location.
I love that. What's your favorite movie? Give me like a top three or four.
Okay. Okay. This is gonna count. I'll count this as one, but the first three Lord of the Rings movies, we'll count that as one because I love them so much. And this is not in any particular order. But I also really loved the first Scream. I think that, in my opinion, that one's like with my favorite. And come on, it's so good. It's such a good one. And then a third movie. Hmm. Well, Abigail. Have you seen that? Have you heard of it?
Yes, I haven't seen it yet, but I've
Okay,
heard.
it's really, really good. That's probably like my other like favorite movie. It's super good. I just watched it yesterday on the airplane, and I would say those are like my top three, five-ish, I guess you can
Yeah,
say.
yeah, yeah. Absolutely. That's awesome. Okay, big Lord of the Ring fans.
Oh yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Do you see yourself like potentially like wanting to do a fantasy role or like being in like a fantasy movie like that?
That would literally be amazing. I think that would be a dream come true right there. That would be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. So we did talk with your older sister, Madeline, a couple of
Mhm.
weeks ago, and we asked her how it was like having, getting to work with you and like siblings like on set of the movies. And she said that it was honestly a great time and you guys got to like practice lines together whenever you guys weren't like on set. How is that personal experience for you having your siblings in like the same industry?
I would say it's honestly just really helpful. And my sister, I don't even know, like she's been such a big part of my career because she's been so helpful and she's given me great advice and tips on how to just become a better actress. And the one thing working with Maddie is she loves to be prepared. Like she is constantly going over her lines with me. And I think it really helps that like since we're in a scene together, if she's going over them with me, like it obviously really helps her when it comes to actually filming that scene. So it's okay, I guess. And it's just, I don't know. When we first got to work with each other, I was just really excited because I've never been in any movie or show with her. So I was excited to see how she works and how she is in these movies. And it was, of course, lovely getting to work with her because she's my best friend. And it was a great experience. And the movie we just filmed a couple months ago, it was a Christmas movie, and that was like always a dream of ours, especially like to be in a Christmas movie. So I really want to continue working with her in the future, which there's time, so I think we will.
I love that. That's so cute. Now, obviously, navigating such a hectic schedule between projects and also still being a student because you're still in school is no easy thing. How do you do it? Like, give us like a day in your life of Violet McGraw.
Okay, day in life with Violet McGraw. So I'm homeschooled. Our whole family's homeschooled because we just figured in acting it was just gonna make it easier when we were
Right.
working at like our own pace. And for me, I typically I wake up really early because I like to get my work done as soon as possible because later in the day I have soccer practice, maybe I have like interviews later. And so I get my work done really early and I like to go ahead and schedule. So that way when I'm on set, I'm not going to get behind and I'm going to be perfectly fine. And it's just sometimes the day, honestly, I don't even know what's going to happen. Like my schedule is sometimes can just go all over the place. But I would say school has just, it's definitely easier that we're homeschooled. I don't think I could do in-person school right now.
That would be a lot. Absolutely. What's your like favorite subject in school right now?
I think it really just depends. I think reading, but if it's a good book, of course, like I really like reading, but sometimes I'll choose a book and I have to finish reading it because I can't start and then not finish. That's just how I roll. And then I really like, I can't, math can be fun. If I get it, of course, it's gonna be fun, but if I don't, my least favorite subject, and it makes me want to literally throw my computer across the room. But
Completely understand.
sometimes. And then of course PE, because I play soccer, so
Of
love
course.
that.
Well, now I have to ask what your favorite book is. What are you reading right now?
Right now I'm reading the second Harry Potter book. I finished the first. It was good.
Amazing.
I liked it a lot, so I'm gonna finish the whole franchise because I feel like that's such like a I feel like everyone has read the Harry Potter books and I need to get in that group of people so I can say I've read them as well.
Absolutely. Have you read the Lord of the Rings franchise?
I have not. I haven't read the
Those
they're
are
really
thick.
long
That's a big
books.
stack to get
Yeah,
through.
they're really long. But honestly, I think when I'm like doing a long project, I think that would be a really good task to have. Maybe not one project, it might take like two or something, but I am definitely gonna read them someday. Don't worry, don't
Absolutely. No, yeah, that would be a really awesome like achievement, like, finishing the Lord of the Rings. I haven't even finished it.
worry.
They're so crazy, yeah. Um, but I guess a little bit kind of on the same vibe. On your perfect day off, you have no interviews, you have nothing to be on set for, no school. What's your ideal day?
Sometimes I'll play Roblox, which is like my favorite video game. That's what I do for fun. Or honestly, what else? I really like to go outside with my neighbor who lives like right across from me. We're literally best friends, and she lives right across from me, so it's perfect. And we are spending like, I mean, till like noon till 10 p.m. We are out there the
I,
whole day. So
I
I really like to go outside a lot. Or I'll tan if it's summer because I know I'm not tan at all, but I'll try to get some sun during the day and I'll like go take my dog for a walk or just go for a walk. That's those right there are like my favorite things to do ever, and I'll do them one of them at least every day.
That sounds amazing. That sounds great. And I mean, it must feel so good being outside if you're, in set for so many hours a day.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. What's like your favorite thing to do outside? Like walking? Do you like to go on picnics,
We
park?
really, oh my gosh, a picnic sounds so good right now. I think for us, we like to scooter a lot because we have like a cul-de-sac, so we just go everywhere. Honestly, it's so fun. We also do TikToks outside.
Of
That's great.
course.
And we play volleyball, we play soccer, and we just honestly just do everything, to be honest. A picnic though would be literally a dream, and now I'm going to start planning that on my front lawn. So thank you.
Absolutely. I feel like picnics are so underrated. I need to get on that too.
They're so underrated. Like I can't picnics that just that word sounds beautiful and
Yeah,
picnics are amazing.
absolutely. So you said you had a dog. So I'm assuming dog versus cat person or
I'm a dog person. I love
yeah.
dogs. We just got a new puppy for Mother's Day and she's a little baby. She's a Yorkie and her name is Izzy. Love her. And
So
then we have a Chihuahua who's more he leans a little bit less towards the nicer side because he does have some trauma because he was a little puppy in a hoarder house with over 100 dogs. So, and he's a rescue.
wow.
Um, and I love him though. They're like a duo though. They'll get there.
Love that. I love that. Yeah, Chihuahuas are feisty and they like to go after the big dogs too.
Yes, and like Rudy is the thing is he pretends like he's so tough, but if a big dog like came close, he is running away. He acts tough, but he's not. He's
Yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah. That is so funny. I love that. Um, if you weren't in the acting world and the movie business, what would your dream career be? What would you be studying or aiming for in school right now?
Wow. I think honestly, I would love to be like a professional soccer player, like go pro. Or I really think I would be like maybe an artist because I do like to draw and paint in my free time. It's so satisfying to me. Or this is a little random, but maybe become like a professional like baker or chef because I find it so fun to just make a bunch of ingredients and hope that it comes out okay. And I just being in the kitchen is really fun. Like I love cooking and baking as well. Super fun.
That's
Maybe
so
one of those.
awesome. Yeah, wait, what's your favorite thing to cook and bake?
Okay, bake. I think I like to make cinnamon rolls, which are pretty good. I They were good the last time, so I think I could still do that. Or brownies. Brownies are really fun. However, it can be hard at times. Just for me at least, it's hard at times. And cook. Mm, let's see. What are one of the things that I've cooked? I like to make chicken a lot. I also love making eggs. Those are my favorite breakfast right there. And sausage. Those are like my top three. We'll get more professional as we get older.
Of course, that's awesome. Did your mom teach you how to cook, or were you self-taught? Or you just always gravitated towards the kitchen?
I was just the person who like was waiting as long as possible for like my older siblings to do everything for me, and they're like, "Violet, you're like 13, like you should know how to do this." I'm like, "Okay." I've been wanting to learn for a long time, so I was like, "Okay, teach me." So I learned how to make my brother ate actually both my brothers taught me how to make eggs, and my other brother Aiden taught me how to make sausage, and then my dad taught me how to make chicken, and then my mom is the baker of our family, and she's taught me how to make everything that I baked.
That's awesome. That's so sweet. And then painting and drawing, what's your preferred like medium to paint and drawing? Canvas,
Okay,
acrylic?
for painting, I think I sometimes I just do like a sunset, and I sometimes change it up. Like I either just show the sunset and an ocean, or sometimes I just show the sunset. That's what.
Beautiful.
So I'm not professional, okay? I'm not like the best
Oh,
drawer.
it's
It's
okay.
just
We
like fun to
practice
do.
makes perfect. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And then
Practice makes perfect.
drawing, honestly, sometimes I don't even know. And I'm just like, I just do it as I go and hope that it turns into something, which usually it does. I tried to draw Megan, and it was so sad that I had to throw it away because I could not
No.
look at it anymore.
Now I want to see it.
I'll go dig in the trash, like I'll go.
No. No, yeah, that's awesome. I love that. I feel like it's such a awesome creative outlet, especially if you know like hours on set, a day,
Mhm.
you have so many things to get through.
Exactly,
But
because then when I'm not acting, like I have all those like other things.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Do you have like a doodling journal that you bring along to sets?
I really should. I have a folder of where I put all of like my drawings or coloring things and
Yeah.
paintings. But I do want to get a sketch thing because I think that would be really like fun to carry around to set. And like this was in New Zealand and this was in London. I think that would be really fun.
Yeah.
Thank you for these
That's
ideas. Like I am taking notes.
absolutely, yeah. Um, all right, and then I just kind of have like a few like last questions, just asking you about where we can see more of you this year, any awesome upcoming projects, anything that you can tell us, or you have to, keep it a secret
Okay,
for
I
now.
can't say what they are. There are a few things in the works. High Stakes Holiday is coming out soon as well, probably like in during Christmas.
Mhm.
Of course, Megan 2.0, that's coming out literally tomorrow. It's very
Tomorrow, we are
exciting.
tuned in.
Yes, go tune in right now. And yeah, there's a few things in the works that you guys will see in the future, but can't say
Absolutely.
no.
Absolutely. That's awesome. Well, that was most of my questions for you today, Violet. It was so nice chatting with you and getting to know you. Amazing so far from the shoot. I'm so
Awesome.
excited. And yeah, this was really awesome. Thanks so much for joining.
Thank you so much for having me. This was awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.